PlayStation Now is something that for a long time has been received as a little bit of a mixed bag, especially back in the olden days where the only option was to stream the games available as a part of the library, and you had to pay $20 a month versus the price it's available for these days. PlayStation Now has come quite a long way, and while I wouldn't say it's anywhere near the quality of Xbox Game Pass, I mean, let's be real, Xbox Game Pass is kind of on another level in terms of the game offerings. You get first-party games, you get new titles like Streets of Rage 4. Sony is probably not ever going to go that route, at least not anytime in the near future, especially because there's a lot of cachet in terms of the marquee appeal of their first-party exclusive games like the Spider-Man, like a Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon 2, whatever those games, when they do come out. I don't imagine that they're going to be added to PlayStation Now right away. However, they have been adding a lot of games that are really good, and more than anything, remember when we were paying $20 a month for PlayStation Now? Well, you probably don't, because you probably never even gave PlayStation Now a look when it was that obscenely expensive. But as a part of the Days of Play sale, PS Now, a one-year subscription, is actually available for just $42. That ends up being just under $4 a month, and at this point, I would say that PlayStation Now is a fantastic deal. Again, it's unfair to compare to Game Pass because I'll just concede right away. Game Pass is the better service. I am not trying to make an argument otherwise. However, just because Game Pass is a better service, that doesn't completely negate the value of PlayStation Now, and I would argue that that value now is quite good, especially with the fact you can download the PlayStation 4 games now, and you still have the option to stream the game, so you really do have a couple of options in how you play the games. Now, streaming PlayStation 4 titles or streaming any of the games offered, because there are PlayStation 3 games on there as well, a couple PS2 on PS4 games, those are also directly downloadable. Streaming those games is going to require a quality internet connection, and you probably are going to want to have a wired connection. If you're on a wireless connection, it's going to be a little terrible. I personally tried out PlayStation Now with a wired connection, and it worked relatively well. Did I notice a little bit of input lag and latency issues? Definitely, but for the majority of titles, it didn't become quite a bit of issue. I played like Final Fantasy 13 on there when that was available as a part of PlayStation Now. I don't believe it is any longer, but that worked fairly well, and I had a good time playing that through PlayStation Now. Still didn't justify a $20 a month subscription service. I was on the free trial when I tried it out just because I was curious about the connection and how a game would stream, and nevertheless, for me, with pretty decent internet connection, it worked relatively well. But for the majority of you guys, especially those of you that are on a wireless connection, you're going to want to go the route of downloading the PS4 games. So what PS4 games are downloadable? Well, quite a few good ones, actually. I'll go over the entire lineup in just a little bit, but Sony does have a section of their heavily promoted titles. They actually don't have a good layout on how to see exactly what games are available outside of this long list, and I wish there were a couple of images attached to the list. Nevertheless, games like Metro Exodus just got added. Metro Exodus is a game that still goes for a premier price point. It's a part of a sale, the Days of Play sale, and to buy it standalone is $16. That's relatively expensive, and it's just a part of PlayStation Now. You can download it. It'll be available until November 30th. Play through it and have a great time with it. Dishonored 2 just got added. That is a very good addition to PS Now. That game still goes for like $10 to $15. Rainbow Six Siege is on here. The Evil Within 2, which is a fantastic game that I highly recommend you guys to play, even though it does go for a relatively cheap price. Maybe you can find it for $10 to $15 just as a part of a subscription service that ultimately does end up being less than $4 a month. I think that is a great inclusion. Get Even is a little bit of an underrated game done by Farm 51. That's a part of PlayStation Now. Just Cause 4, a game that's made quite a few strides since its garbage release a few years ago. It is quite a bit better now. And while maybe you're of the mindset that you don't want to spend, $15 on the game, part of PlayStation Now with less than $4 a month. Marvel Spider-Man is on there. I know everybody and their mother played the game, but if you're one of the 4 people in the world that didn't, well, that's on PlayStation Now. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is on PlayStation Now, which is awesome. It's not the definitive edition, but still, to get the base game on here, I think that is quite good. Lego Worlds is on there. That's pretty good. The Evil Within 1 is on there, so you get Evil Within 1 and Evil Within 2 with your Now subscription. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, that's probably the Battle Royale game that I got really into and enjoyed the most. That's a part of PlayStation Now, and that's a pretty good addition. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, that's on sale right now, but it's $12. Well, you just get it with PlayStation Now, and you can enjoy it. Who knows how long it's going to be available for, but it is available right now. And probably one of the best games available on PlayStation Now right now is Control. That's going to be available until August 31st, so just a little over 2 months for you to sign up and play through the game, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But Control is a game that's still going for like $25 to $30 at least, maybe even a little bit more than that, and it was a fantastic game, one of my favorite games of 2019. Remedy did a fantastic job with the game, not only from a story standpoint, you know it's going to have a good story, but the gameplay was some of the best Remedy gameplay that we've seen thus far. Visuals are great. And while I wouldn't say it might be worth a full $60 as a part of PlayStation Now, that is a great inclusion. One issue is, like, a game like City Skylines is a part of PlayStation Now, and you've been seeing this issue with a lot of these subscription services being available when you have things like EA Access, when you have PlayStation Plus, and then you have PlayStation Now. Let's say you have all three of them. A little bit of the value is mitigated given the fact that there's a lot of crossover. For example, this month we had Star Wars Battlefront 2 as a PlayStation Plus title. Well, that's been available on EA Access. Last month we had City Skylines. Well, that's on PlayStation Now, so a lot of the times if you're subscribed to multiple subscription services, the value does lessen the more and more you subscribe to them. This is an issue with Game Pass and on Xbox as well. Other games are definitely available. There's like north of 700-800 games available, so it's hard to go through everything, and they do have this massive list on their website. Unfortunately, the layout is a little bit terrible, so it's hard to find out all of the games on there, but games like 1111 Memories Retold, that's a really good game. Abzu is on there, which is a really good game. Adrift is on there, that's an awesome inclusion. Akiba's Beat, Akiba's Trip. Alien Nation, which is an awesome title. Alien Rage, you've got Anarchy Rush Hour, Anomaly 2, APB Reloaded, that's a throwback. That's a PlayStation 3 game, I believe. Asura's Wrath is on there. That's a cool addition. PlayStation 3 title, but again, if you have a decent internet connection, at least try to stream it. And by the way, there is a 7-day free trial, so if you're a little bit worried on how the games are going to run, try the trial, see how the streaming quality is, and then make a decision for yourself, and ultimately you can still download the PS4 games. Batman Arkham Asylum is on there. Arkham City, Arkham Origins, which was never re-released on the PlayStation 4. That's a pretty cool one to be on there. No Arkham Knight, but still. Battle Chasers Night War is on there. That is a fantastic game, and just having it included in PlayStation Now, that's awesome. Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, you got Bellator MMA Onslaught, some funky games in there. Bionic Commando Rearmed and Rearmed 2. Beyond Two Souls with Advanced Experiments DLC, Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite are on there. I believe that's the PlayStation 3 versions of the game, so that's something you do have to be wary about. A lot of the games like Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, I believe that is the PS3 version. Bioshock 1, 2, Infinite, PS3 version, so they're only streamable. Why they're doing that, I don't know. It just depends on the agreement that is worked out with the developer and publisher. You've got Bladestorm Nightmare, Bladestorm The 100 Years War, Black Mirror, BlazBlue, I should say. A lot of those games are on there. Chrono Phantasma Extend. Bloodborne is on there, so if you want to try out Bloodborne for whatever reason and you haven't, that is on there. Bridge Constructor is on there. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, which is an awesome game. Capcom Arcade Cabinet. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, Catherine is on there, the PlayStation 3 version, again, City Skylines, Class of Heroes 2G, Crazy Taxi is on there, Danger Zone, you've got Dark Cloud and Dark Cloud 2, Dark Sector, which is a little bit of a throwback, that was 2008 release, really cool game, I had a really good time with it, wasn't the best received title, and I remember it, after it came out, like 5 months after release, it was literally $10, which was a little bit disappointing, but nevertheless, I enjoyed the game. You've got DeBlob 2 on there, Dead Island Definitive Edition, Dead Island Riptide, Dead or Alive 5, Dead Space 3. Unfortunately, no Dead Space 1 or 2. EA, get on those remasters. Those games need to be remastered. Devil May Cry 4 is on there, Devil May Cry HD Collection. You've got a lot of the Disgaea games, Disgaea 3, Absence of Justice, Disgaea 4, Promise Unforgotten, and Disgaea 5, Alliance of Vengeance, and then you also have D2, A Brighter Darkness. Dishonored 1 is also on there on top of Dishonored 2, as I mentioned earlier. A lot of the Dynasty Warriors games are on there. Enslaved Odyssey to the West, which is a fantastic game that deserves a remaster. Bandai Namco, get on that. That would be really good, but the PS3 version is on there. Fallout 4 is on here. Fallout 3 is on here. New Vegas is on here, so if you do have good streaming quality, you can play all of those. You've got Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime, God Eater Resurrection, God Eater 2 Rageburst, God of War HD, God of War 2, God of War 3 Remastered, God of War Ascension, God of War Chains of Olympus, God of War Ghosts of Sparta, so all of those are on there. Gravity Rush 2 is on there, Gravity Rush Remastered, and remember, those are directly downloadable. You've got Guilty Gear games, Xrd Revelator, Xrd Sign, and Xrd Rev 2. Harvest Moon titles are on here. Heavy Rain is on here with the DLC. You've got Hollow Knight. That is an awesome game to just be in the service. Homefront The Revolution. That game is kind of terrible, but nevertheless, it's on here. Just Cause 4 again is on here. Joe Danger 2 is on there, and that's a pretty cool title. Journey is on there. That's really good. Knack, everybody's favorite launch game. That's a little bit of a joke. Killzone, Killzone 2, and Killzone 3 are all on there. Obviously, they're PS3 titles, so they're streamable. I would have loved remasters of all of those. Little Big Planet 3 is on there. Limbo is on here. Lego Star Wars, a bunch of the Lego games. Loco Roco Remastered, Lost Planet, Mafia 2, Mafia 3, What else we got here? Mars Warlogs, Mega Man 9 and 10, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Ultimate Edition, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, Mirror's Edge is on here. Again, a lot of those are PS3 titles, so they're just going to be streamable, but you've got Mirror's Edge on here, Mount Blade Warband, a lot of titles. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, that is the non-remastered version, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 are all on here. What else we got? We got Overlord 2, we got Painkiller, we got a lot of the Pixel Junk games, which are always fun to go back and play through. Project Cars 1 and 2, Quantum Theory, Raiden 4, Raiden 5, Ratchet and Clank, a lot of those games. Crack in Time, All for One, Full Frontal Assault, Into the Nexus, Quest for Booty. Where are the future games? Come on, they gotta get on that, either that or remaster them. Red Dead Redemption 1 is on there, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, Red Faction 1 and 2. Red Faction Guerrilla is on here as well. A bunch of the Resident Evil games, RE4, RE5, RE6, Code Veronica XHD, RE Operation Raccoon City, Revelations to the complete season, the Dark Side Chronicles HD, the Umbrella Chronicles HD, you've got Resistance 3, Resogun, Risen 3, Titan Lords, Rive, Rocket Knight, Rocket League, Rogue Galaxy, so some really good ones there as well. Let's look at the games that are at the S tier. Shatter, Silent Hill HD Collection, that's really good. Shyness is on here. Sniper Elite 3, Sniper Elite 4, and Sniper Elite V2, Sniper Ghost Warrior and Ghost Warrior 2, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. A lot of the Sonic games, Sonic Unleashed is on here as well, so there's a lot of good stuff that is available as a part of this service. Tales of Zestiria as well. Again, I'm not trying to make it seem like PlayStation Now is anywhere near as good as Xbox Game Pass, but again, just because one service is better than the other, that doesn't completely negate the value of what PlayStation Now does bring to the table. And at $42, that's less than $4 a month, I think right now is as good of a time as ever to sign up to PS Now, especially if you do have a decent internet connection and you can stream a lot of these games. I think the value is definitely there. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Hey, you even have the option to not kill your PlayStation Plus subscription, because I know a lot of you guys are disappointed by the games coming there. If you're not playing games online, well, why not sign up for PS Now and try out the games that are a part of that? Just an idea. That's going to wrap up this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.